Okay, hi everyone, I'm back. My name is Ashley and welcome to my channel, A Little Patience. This is where I talk about cross stitch and other crafts and hobbies that I like to do. I haven't filmed since, excuse me, last year, so it's been a while and I cross stitch, I crochet, and I sew from time to time, but I mostly focus on cross stitch. And I have a loving husband. I have 3 children, a puppy, and 4 chickens. I also design cross stitch as well, so I'll link my Etsy shop below. And just quick little recap if you're new here or you forgot. Sometimes I forget. Um, so today is Thursday, April 3rd, and this is Flosstube number 51. I've got some whips, new starts, finishes, and a new release that I will have in my Etsy shop soon. So, I'm really awkward. It's okay. It's all good. I'm talking to myself on a camera, and hopefully my youngest is taking a nap. My dog is whining. Hopefully she'll be good. And it's been a while. I haven't filmed since before Christmas, so here's my book of days for 2025. And I started off the year really well, filling it out. Not a lot of stickers. In fact, just one sticker for January. And you know, I started off really good, filling it out, and then I stopped. And then February looks really pretty. I have a lot of stickers here. I don't think I wrote anything down for March except the very last where I went on a trip with my best friend, and we went to Country Sampler and Witchery Stitchery. So I just wrote those down so I could have that memory. And then April, I'm trying to get back into it. And I got some stickers, and I have my projects written down for the 1st and the 2nd. And then like, these are my goals right here on my sticky note. So it looks really pretty for April, and I hope to do a better job of filling it out. Okay, so that's that. And I'll start with my whips and new starts, and then finishes, and then my new release, and then I'll be out of here. So, and naturally when I get ready for floss tubes, it's like in the order I'm going to show you. So everything that I'm showing you first is on the bottom of my pile. So I hope nothing falls out. Okay, so this is a project bag I made, and as you can see, it's not the greatest, but Fia, no, that's my dog's name. Her name is Fia. I was looking up wild in Irish, and I know I spell it differently than I think what it is supposed to be for her, but she's crazy, so I think the name fits. Anyway, this is oh dear, I think this is a Scarlet House chart that I changed the colors on to match this fabric from my grandma. And this is really my spring project bag, but right now I have Americana Blue by October House Fiber Arts in here. I'm stitching this for my mom. She picked out the fabric and the floss, and I'm using Vera Soie 103 number 417. She really liked the shine on it, so that's her choice for floss. And the fabric, let's see if I wrote it down. The fabric is 40 Count Mayflower by Fox and Rabbit. I started this last March, and that's how far I've gotten. That looks terrible. Oh, it's pretty wrinkly. So last time I showed this, I had that bottom border and about the same amount of the house at the bottom, and these things too in the tree. And then like maybe up to about here. So I've done all this and a little bit of this sideboard border going up. So I'll get you a little closer look, at least at the top part. And I have a thread here dangling. I haven't ironed it. I'm not gonna iron it until I'm all done. But it looks really pretty in the sunshine coming through the window. That's pretty true to color right there. It's been a while since I've done a Flosstube. This is a little strange. So it's coming along. I don't know if I'll get it done for her birthday, but maybe for like a Christmas present. But it's really pretty. And I've seen maybe a few people have shared their finishes on Instagram. Oh, I have scissors in here too. I should pull those out. Okay, so that is something I've been working on since my last Flosstube. Also, the snowball. Okay, so the snowball was a new start. I was trying to get it finished so I could have it displayed for wintertime, and I only finished 2. I don't think I will stitch all of them, and I haven't fully finished any of them either. They're just 2 of them are completely stitched up. So this is from the Snowball book by With Thy Needle and Thread. And I did end up using, let's see if I used the called for fabric. Yeah, I think I had the called for, which is 36 count Patriots Brew by R&R. Or maybe I didn't. I don't think I did, because I got it from Hollis Hands Create. So I got, I must have ordered it then. I probably didn't have it. So I started with the little snow globe and I finished him or her. Either way, it's really cute. And I'm using the called for threads, which are all, they are all DMC, I think, are the called for. Yep. So I also, oh, did I finish this? I think I have to put in, no, I only finished 1. So this one is the Let It Snow, and I have to add in some snowflakes. Oh, that's good. That sunshine really helps. It's overcast here today, so it's not too bright, but it makes it look really nice. So I have to add some snowflakes and some back stitching for the snowman, and then I'll be done with this one. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish these as little pillows as well. But I'm thinking instead of the rickrack trim, I might use some white, the fluffy stuff, whatever that's called. I can't think of it. Is it chenille? Am I saying that wrong? But I have the DMC floss in this little zipper pouch my mom made me. So they're all in there. And that is another thing I've been working on. And then I started Katarina's garden. I ordered this through, oh, there goes stuff. That's okay. Okay, it's through Hobby House, and it was an exclusive through Hobby House. I'm not sure if you can still get it or not. I know some people have finished this as well. Quite a few people are working on it. And I chose I think mine is on 46 count salt ash, and I want to say that's a Cedar River linen. I apologize if that's wrong. And I can fold it a little bit here. There's not much to see on that side. This is how far I got. I haven't worked on this for a while, at least a month, but I have the middle a little bit done there. I started in the top left, and I'm using the 103 silks. They're all in my my sewing box here, so I'm not going to pull them all out because there are a lot of colors. And it is just so pretty. It's so pretty and bright. You wouldn't think that there's so many different colors in here, but there are. These are very different colors, even though they look very similar. I almost feel like you could switch some of these out to make them the same. But I am just doing it as it's charted. And it's just stunning. It's so pretty. I'm excited to see how this one turns out, because the stitching always looks so much nicer in person. I also got the I think it's a mini McBean, so mine came with this as well. So I have them on my scissors. Fia, get down. Fia. My windows are really low in the craft room, so she can just hop right up. She's like a 50-pound dog anyway, so it's not like it'd be that much of a chore for her to jump up on any window, but at least she's being quiet. Okay, so that is my Katarine's Garden. It's so pretty. It's just so pretty and bright and fun. A good thing to have started in the winter time when everything's all white and dreary. Okay, next. Okay, I worked a little bit on Eliza Jane Smith 1840, and this is by The Wishing Thorn. And I bought it as a kit, and I chose the flower threads and the silks. So it's Soie d'Alger and then Ginny Thompson flower threads. And I just have them in my bag that they were packed in for now, because I don't have this in a project bag. It's just in the plastic bag that the chart came in. So, oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna get the picture ready for you guys. Okay, Eliza Jane Smith Samplers 1840. And I'm stitching mine on 32 count something. Let's see if I wrote it. Nope. It's 32 count because of the flower thread, and I don't know what it is because I cut it. I think I got a lot. This is only like half of it. Half of the fabric I purchased for this. So I cut it because it was so big, and I think the tag is on the part that I put away. So this is my progress so far. I'm hoping you can see that. Let me just peek. Yeah, that's so, I'm not one for ironing my stuff to show you until it's all done. It's just, it looks beautiful when people do it, but I don't want to waste my time. So there's one side, and these letters here are Algerian eyelets, and I love doing those. They're one of my favorite specialty stitches. So it's so pretty, and I've got the flower border is just beautiful. The alphabet up here is in really light blue, and I still haven't finished it. Here's the other side. I made it to that corner. It's so pretty. It is just so pretty. I love working on this one, and I'm excited to get to the verse and the strawberries in there. It's so pretty. So that's another project. I'll try to tuck this one away a little later. Actually, I'm gonna do it now because I'm sorry. If I don't do it, it's gonna just be a hot mess. So bear with me. Thank you. Okay, that is all of my, well, it's not all of my whips. That's kind of like what I have written down in my book of days. Shh, quiet. I'm just trying to find a spot to put this. Okay, let's try there. So now these things I haven't written down, but I've worked on them or started, like a super small start. So in honor of going to Spring Green, Wisconsin and visiting Country Sampler, I actually got to meet Alma from Blackbird Designs, and we had a lovely chat, and it was like, I told Linda, who works there, she was very helpful and so sweet. She got me anything I needed. I told her it was like I'm a kid in a candy store on Christmas morning and I just met Santa. So it's still very surreal, but in honor of going there and meeting her, I purchased a lot of things from that store, and I purchased a lot of things from Witchery Stitchery as well. I'm not going to sit here and share them all. It is a lot. So I'm just going to show you, like, as I work on them, I'll mention where I purchased the things. So I did get the Sweet Bird Sings from Country Sampler. So when we got back to our hotel room, me and my best friend, she worked on something she bought at Witchery Stitchery and kitted up, and I started working on this. And we just sat and ate Chinese food and stitched and then went to bed. So I started working on this sewing roll, and I got it kitted up at Country Sampler. I also got it with the finishing fabric. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so it was kitted up for 40 count latte, and it came with the fabric and the ribbon, the button. I'd show you, and then the cross stitch fabric as well. I can't really show you all the fabrics, so I'm not going to pull them all out, but they're beautiful. So I'll show you the whole picture. So this is what I'm working on, and the 40 count latte is now the called for. The called for is 36 count Heartland by Picture This Plus. So mine will be a little bit smaller, and it's so pretty. She was inspired to design this from this sampler that she had brought with her, and it's so bright. Like, this does not do it justice. The sampler was super bright, and she told me she was, or actually I think in here it says she was drawn to the birds, and that's why she got it. So the beautiful threads came with the threads to this kit that I got. All sorts. So you've got Gentle Art, Classic Colorworks, and Weeks Dye Works. The reds are really pretty. And I'll show you my small start. Here we go. I have it folded up. So I started on the bottom because I'm going to see how much of this fabric I can save for the other projects. And I got the bottom border, that the flowers, and I'm starting to work my way up so I can get to the top and then cut off the extra fabric so I don't have this huge long piece to work with. I love it though. I think this is the first Blackbird designs I've actually ever worked on. It's so pretty. Let me try to get those reds and the greens. I love this green right here. It's so pretty. So I started that just this past Saturday. So we just went on our trip. We just came back. My kids were on spring break, so my husband was home with them over the weekend, and then my best friend teaches in Wisconsin, so they don't have their spring break until close to Easter. But we had a weekend trip and had fun. I also have a super duper teeny tiny small start on a schoolgirl sewing club sampler from the Cruel Goblin in Australia. This is from last year. I would really love to be a part of it this year, but I chose not to just because I have so much already. But I did see a sneak peek of the project that's coming, and it's so pretty. I really, really wish I would have signed up, but oh well, it's okay. So let me show you the sampler. And I started in the middle, and I really have hardly anything done. These are this beautiful card of just some of the threads you need. And here's the back. It's so pretty. And these are the ones that we got full skeins of. So pale. These colors are so pale. And they're very similar. But I have the teeny tiniest start, and I'll share it with you. Fabric. This is on, I know it's Fox and Rabbit, paper bark. 36 count paper bark. And I really mean the tiniest little start. I think that's right side up. I was trying to figure out which is upside down. Just the really tiny little, I didn't even get the whole thing in there. So, I mean, wah, wah. Super tiny. But it's so delicate and precious, these pale muted colors. I'm really looking forward to working on this, but I do have other things I need to focus on right now. But I couldn't help it. I just had to get a little started. So that's Angèle Dilly's. I think she was a fancy girl. I also started Laura's Frisian sampler. This is from, I hesitate to put my stuff on the floor because of the puppy. This is from, hold on, my stuff fell. Modern Folk Embroidery, and this is Laura from Brenda and the Cereal Starter. She has an antique sampler that Jacob, I think his name is, charted it, and then I think they were doing like a fundraiser. So I got it, and this is what it looks like. It's a lot smaller than I thought. It's not that big. I think it's only like 10 inches long. Let me see, because I was shocked how small it was. I really thought it was going to be like substantial. And okay, so I'm stitching mine on, I kept the tag. This is 40 count something. I'll show you the tag in a minute. And it's my dog and her bone, Roxy Floss Co. So 40 count. It's going to be 3 3/4 inches tall and 10 3/4 inches wide. I thought it was going to be like twice that. So here's the tag. I cannot read it. I can't read what that says. And I don't want to make a mistake on that. But this is what I'm using. Is it a fat half? No, 1/4 yard. So another small start. I'm using the Roxy Floss fabric and the Roxy Floss floss. And I love how on here, I'll show you the colors. I love greens and blues are like one of my favorites. On their cards, I love how they say, please do not leave your scraps of floss, thread, or yarn outside as nesting material for birds, as they may cause harm. Besides, we all know birds are as good at gathering a stash as you. I didn't know that for like a couple years. Somebody had pointed it out to me on social media that it's not safe to do that. So I appreciate that little reminder on there. It's so pretty. So it's just a little small start. I'm starting in the bottom left. And I haven't worked on that one in a while too. Let's see, next, just put this box here. Next up, okay. I started Charlotte Warrington because I just had to, because I've been watching Sean, the periwinkle stitcher. And if you are not watching her, you need to go watch her. And she's been working on it diligently and shares her progress every month. So I had to start it. And it's the teeniest, tiniest start. This is the top left corner. And I'm stitching mine on 46 count. When I saved the ticket. Mason linen, sewing box, medium light, 46 count. Hi, please don't bark. You guys want to see her? Let me see, take my candle off. Sorry. There's all my junk. Hi, say hi, Pia. And say hi. She just wants to play. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to show you. She's so, yep. Shh. She's so cute. Okay, so Charlotte Warrington. No. Via. It's from. Shouldn't have. Shh. Hush. Via. No. Homespun Needlework Group on Facebook. And this is Via. This is what it looks like. She's very big. Shh. Okay. I apologize. I should have just ignored her. And I chose the DMCs. They're so pretty. Excuse me. Okay, if I knew how to edit that out, I would. I'm sorry, I just let her outside. All right, so I chose the DMCs. They're so pretty, so bright. I know some people have changed some of the colors to tone down the brightness. I'll see what happens. I'm in the mind of just doing it as the called for, just because, why not? It's so much thread, and I have more too. I got it the first time around. This has been offered twice now, and I think Julie's gonna try to offer it a third time, I believe, through the group. So I got mine with the this little sewing tray. So I have all my stuff in here to keep it nice and neat. And like I said, it's teeniest, tiniest start. Almost as tiny as my Angel Dailies one. But it's so pretty. It's so big. I figured if I don't start it now, I'm never gonna get it done. And since it's 40, when I stitch on 46 count, I like to do it during the day. I do have a light and like a tiny prescription glasses, but I just like stitching on it during the day. And I'm not at the point where I need a magnifier on my light yet, so I'd like to keep it that way for as long as I can. So next up is Mary Gibson. So I've been working on this. I've shared my progress on her on my Instagram account too, so please give me a follow there. And she is in my project bag I made again with some of my grandma's fabric right here, and then this beautiful cross stitch piece. I've talked about this before. I can't remember where it's from now. Sorry. This is from Whilst Iris Naps, and this was an exclusive through the Homespun Needlework group on Facebook. And now it's released, and there's a drum you can get as well. But I got mine through the group. It's my hoop is in there. Let's see, this is on 36 count Thornfield by Needle and Flax, and I'm using the beautiful DMCs, and I made my own floss drops too, and I've got the little, there we go, the ring bling, Minnie McBean ring bling, and you know, I'm starting to dwindle down on my floss. I think I'm gonna need some of the extras pretty soon, and I'll do my best to share my progress. It's I've made it all the way to about the bottom. I've had a few mistakes along the way. I've had to set it aside. I figured out where my border didn't match, so I'm in the process of unpicking that. But the fabric is pretty thin, so the light might kind of, I don't know, make it hard to see. So the bottom, you see the bottom border there, I made it all the way to one of the houses. That was one of my main goals. So I want to stitch up one of those really bad. So I'll kind of do this in, like I'll do it in half. So this is the top half. Turn it more towards the light. Those little angels are super pink. They're super pink. I almost wanted to switch the color because it's so bright pink. It's like a salmon color. Hopefully that's coming up. So I made it all the way across the top. I was kind of working my way through the pages, but then I really wanted to do this one right here. And then, you know, that led me to the house. So I was like, all right, well, I really want to work on one of those houses. And this was so, it's big, but it's fast because it's just that green and purple. That's it. I started this one and then I decided, nope, I'm going to get to that house. So I stopped, left my thread, worked on this one, and then I did this bottom here with the green. I'll show you in a second so I can work my way to the house. Let's see if I can get that green. Right there. I made a mistake in here as well, so I had to take some of that out. And I just really enjoy working on it, but the fabric is shifting, so I do have to use a hoop on this one to keep it nice and tight. So all of this, starting here, I have to take out all of that. I had almost made it to the end and then it wasn't matching up. So I put it away, but then finally figured out where I made a mistake, and it was over here somewhere. So that is my Mary Gibson by Whilst Iris Naps, and it's so pretty. I wished I would have gotten smaller or higher count fabric so it was smaller. So that one I've been working quite a bit on. Let me put it away. Or I'll just, if I don't do it, I'll lose it all. Okay, so I also started Spring ABCs by Little House Needleworks. And my pile's gotten all messed up. So I've done the Needlework ABCs by her, and I have spring, summer, fall, and winter. So because I have this beautiful finishing board, I'll start at the bottom and work my way up. It's so cute that I really want to get this done so I can display it. So I'm really trying to get this done, but I have another small start, and I'm using the called for, except I'm not. Hold on, I'm not. So, oops. I'm using the called for except for La Tierra. It didn't quite match up with the picture, so I chose this one instead, and that is Caterpillar. They're all classic color works. The La Tierra was like a really light brown with like purple mixed in. The one I got, I put it away. I was gonna show you the comparison. And that's how far I've gotten. I'm working from the bottom up. So I've got the grass, some letters, and one of the bunnies right here. And let me tell you what the fabric is. This is another Roxy Flosco fabric, and it's 36 count. I'll show you the tag because I can't. It almost looks like the same spelling as the other one, but it's not. They're completely different. So that's what I'm using. And I'll show you one more time. Oh, it's just gonna look so darling on that cute little wood bunny finished up. So there we go. I had to choose which ones to use too, because I have three, I think 2 or 3 weeping willows, a couple wagon wheels or something. I had to, or eggshell, and I had to pick the ones that would show up on the fabric that I chose. So I took some, I just had to decide because it's not the called for. That's not the called for. The called for is 32 count vintage exemplar from Lakeside Linens, and I've never gotten the chance to get any of that fabric, any Lakeside Linens fabric. Okay, so I'd like to get that done. I have one more whip that I also want to get done so I can display it, and then finishes and new release. So hopefully I have enough like room on my phone to film the rest of the video. Okay, I started Farm Fresh, excuse me, by the Prairie Schooler. And when I picked this up to work on, I thought, this will be so fast. They're so tiny, it's no big deal. But it's actually, I mean, that's a lot of stitching. So I made it through the Easter Bunny first. Willie told me to do that one first. And there's a lot more empty space in that one. And I thought, okay, this isn't too bad. And then I did the house, and that's a lot of stitching. The ducks was next, and that's almost completely full coverage. And now I'm finally working on the last one, and hopefully I have it done in time to display it this spring. So they're so cute, and I'm excited to finish them. I'm excited to do that finish. It'll be fun. So I'm stitching them on 36 count. I think I just chose antique white because it's what I had. The models were stitched on Ada 18 count. So yeah, 36 count antique white with the called for DMCs. So here is my bunny. I mean, how cute is that? Here is the house. And when I stitched these, I don't know if my fabric was off or the way I stitched it made it like slanted a little. So I'm hoping I can get that kind of fixed when I lace the back. See, you kind of need to pull it this way a little. The house is so cute with those chickens. I just can't get over this one. I don't know if it's like 2 eyes and a beak, or the beak is open and he's going, that rooster is so cute. So that's my husband. That's me. That's Vivi. That's Theo. And that's Willie. It's perfect for our family. Here's the ducks. I just finished this one the other day. I mean, that is a lot of stitching. You might not think so, but once you're getting through it, and oh man, it's so much stitching. But they're so cute. I got the mama duck and her babies, and the daddies making sure they're safe. And then the last one, that's my progress so far. So I have most of the lady, and I've been starting at the bottom on these. So I got some of the white parts of the bigger chickens, and then I worked up to the house. It's so cute. I'm really hoping to get these done. And the way I have my DMC stored right now, it's kind of hard to use them without being at my table here. So for this project, I actually made little cards, just on some note cards, and I just put them on there. So it's kind of messy, but it gets the job done. Here's the other one. So when I run out, I just go back and pull a 6 strand and then get back to work. So that is my last whip. Whew. Okay. It's hard to do this because normally I'm not a big talker. I'm not good with like conversations, and even though it's just me and myself, but yeah, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. So, oh, maybe because it's 40 minutes and it's a lot for me. Finishes. Okay, so Christmas Day, we stayed home for Christmas. I can't remember why. Maybe some people were sick. I think we were sick, and I think, yeah, okay, my husband had a work trip, or like his company Christmas get together, and then he got sick, and then I got sick, and then I think Theo and Willie got sick, but Vivi didn't. She's my daughter, and the other 2 are my sons. But we didn't want to get our family sick, so we stayed home. Because, I mean, we had fevers, and, you know, that's not what passed. Anyway, we had our, like, first Christmas at home since forever. I started this and finished it on Christmas Day because we just relaxed and watched A Christmas Story on TV. Kids got to open presents and play with them, and we were so lazy. It was really nice. So this is, I think it's the Believe pouch. I don't know. I have all my finished charts in here, and I didn't feel like going in there to grab it. But it's from Shepherd's Bush, and I started it and finished it on Christmas Day. And it's so cute. I don't know what I'm going to put in here, because you know it comes with the pouch and it's already made for you. So, I don't know. But I like it. I like having it. It's so cute. I could just stuff it with something and just set it out for decoration, which I can't really do right now. Just this morning, my dog was standing on the coffee table. So I can't have anything. I can't have nice things. I joke with my husband about that all the time. Can't have nice things. So I'll just keep it in here for now. Okay, another thing I finished is these cute little Quaker alphabets by the Sweetheart Tree. And it's what, Quaker alphabet square 1 and 2. I stitched them on 36 count Mayflower by Fox and Rabbit. And here, I'll just show you the colors I used in case you like what you see. That's what I used, because clearly it's on green fabric with green floss. Okay, and here is my finish. I stitched them together, and it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it so much. I had forgotten about this until I actually pulled it out for this video, and I was writing my notes down. So all the variegated is the Silken Colors floss that I had left over from a project. Excuse me. I think my allergies are gonna kick in any day now. And then, you know, I've got some solid color, the brown. Well, they're overdyed, but still. Pebble Beach, Rosy Glow, Nutmeggy, and Nature Trail. So the Nature Trail's all the green in there. It's so pretty, and I did not use any of the buttons or beads that it came with. I decided not to. So I think they're still in the pouches. Yeah. I'd show you, but I'd show the chart. So I think it would look really cute finished as a pillow. And I even have the fabric I want to use, or well, I have two choices. I don't know if I can hold it all up together. Oh, here's the floss. I saved it so I could show you guys. They're so springy, so pretty. And here's the silk. That's pretty good. And then I was thinking of either using this one or the complete opposite. This one, I know it's hard to tell. The stripes are opposite. And with that, just to make it nice and pale and springy. I thought it was so cute. So it's one of my favorite pieces so far this year. So that is a finish. So I started and finished that this year. And then, oh, my blessing sampler. Okay, I wasn't sure if I would be able to show this to you today, but I picked it up from the framer just this morning, right before Willie and I went to the library for story time. So, it's my blessing sampler. Caroline Carter, 1823. And this is by Annie, the Proper Stitcher. My chart's tucked away, but I did use all the called for. So called for fabric and the called for NPIs. I really wanted to splurge on this one. I love this sampler. It's one of my favorites. Green's my favorite color and it's so pretty. So I wanted to use the silks. I love it. And she did a great job framing it. I forgot to ask her to go closer this time to the piece, but it's so pretty. So I started this in January and finished it like by January 5th. I also have Easter Parade by With Thy Needle and Thread. I finished this one as well. And I chose my own colors for this. All of a sudden I don't feel very good. Because I wanted to brighten it up a bit. So there we go. And then my last one, I started this in February because I thought, oh, I'll do a red sampler. This is Evelyn Sear, and this is from the Schoolgirl Sewing Club as well. And I got this framed by the same lady who did Caroline Carter, and it's super cute. I love that black frame. It's actually got some little bows in there, and I took a close-up photo and shared it on my Instagram. So, been pretty busy, got a lot of stuff done. Okay, and then my new release. I stitched up some more Words to Live By. So I have Words to Live By set 1, and that is this one that says kindness. This one that says diligence. And then this one that says humility. So this is my set 1, and that is available right now in my Etsy shop. I also did a set 2. So this one is a different color scheme, and I finished it. I didn't add fabric at the bottom for the pillow, just some on the back. I kept it nice and simple. This one is Temperance. And these are all stitched with DMC, but I want to say 5 colors. So if you want to switch out the colors, it'd be really easy to do. And these are all on 32 count antique white. Patience. So there's Patience and Faith. So that is my new release, and these will be in my Etsy shop, and it's Words to Live By set 2, and they all have the same backing fabric I had left over from a different project. It's so bright and pretty, and it matches this pink, the pinks pretty well. Okay, so hopefully I didn't rush through that and you got it all. So yeah, this was fun. It's been a while. Kind of miss doing floss tubes, and it is hard to find time to sit down and do them and prepare for them. So I'll try to do another one in 2 weeks, and in the meantime, I hope you enjoy your stitching and get some time to do that. So I will, please like the video, become a subscriber. Leave me a comment if you want, and follow me on Instagram and visit my Etsy shop. I'll put that stuff in the description box below. All right, I'm gonna see if I have some time for stitching, so